Welcome to the Two and a Half Hippies podcast. My name is Alex. I have Jack here.
What's happening?
It just Mother's Day was just a couple of days ago. Spent it with my mom. Beautiful time.
Mama's boy.
Yep, of course. We went out to see Thunderbolts, the new Marvel movie.
Sounds like some capitalist behavior I'm not a part of.
What the fuck? What the hell? Wait, first off, okay.
I'm reading the Communist Manifesto.
So you know Marvel, right? Like Marvel MCU. Were you ever big into Marvel like that?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're a billion-dollar industry in this country, yeah, I'm gonna be shelling out money to you every.
So you've seen all the major movies, right?
No, I'm being a little sarcastic. I've seen Endgame. That's it.
Wow, I love it. I love that because I'm like I consider myself like on the borderline of like, right below super fanboy, but I consider myself I think I'm a Marvel fan. I think at this point, I think they had their run where it was some of the most consistent movie making, their world building, their characters were so like compelling, and then they had this like 5-year like shit, and like watching Marvel movies is like one of the best pastimes with my mom. Like, you know, we grew up watching like movies together, and she loves Marvel, and we always watched. And since Marvel has been kind of shit for the past 4 years, I haven't been watching a lot of Marvel movies. I skipped out. I mean, I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, but I skipped out on like Wakanda Forever. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I skipped out on like the Marvels and like the Black Captain America. But I don't know. I just wasn't that big of a fan. This new movie, I'd say it's pretty good. It has problems. It's still like reeks of like post Endgame MCU, but I think it tells a standalone story that kind of like just, you know, if you didn't have it associated with the Avengers, it would still be good on its own. And I think those are the best type of Marvel movies. It's like it doesn't have to be attached to the like the bigger universe. It just works on its own. So
was the music good at least?
The music?
That's what I care about. Well,
I'm trying to think the type of music they use, because in Suicide Squad, because it's basically a Suicide Squad. Like it's the same. Like they rip off the story.
Oh, they sold out.
Well, no shit. They sold out as soon as they Marvel sold out as soon as they sold their rights to movie companies.
Oh,
Marvel sold out. Like they were doing fine in the comics, but what's making more money, comics or like movies? Let's be real.
I don't know.
But yeah, you're right. I want to talk about music. I just want to get in that preamble because I just watched that movie the other day. If you have any like TV shows or movies that you've seen that you want to talk about, by all means, I would love to hear like what's.
I'm
want.
pretty off the grid when it comes to like
movies
and TV.
You know, a movie
shows?
I watched last night. You ever heard of Popstar? It's the Lonely Island movie.
Oh, doesn't sound great. I think it got horrible reviews. No?
I just watched it. Okay, so the story behind it is it was poorly marketed, so obviously it bombed in the box office. But I think the movie's like really like good. Like it's stupid. It's very stupid. But I think the way it satirizes the modern music industry is like perfect. Like I'll just give you an example. Like Nas makes a big appearance. Like he's like one of the people that like speaks for the fictional group that like that the Lonely Island are, which they're called the Style Boys. So Nas is like, man, when the Style Boys got back together, man, they were like, dude, that was the best, man, that was peak. And then you get like guys like Questlove being like, oh man, that was such a beautiful moment when they all reunited. So, you have like these big names like speaking for this, like, and then the songs they make are just like ridiculous. Like it's essentially Lonely Island. Like Lonely Island, if you're familiar with their music, they just make ridiculous, like, you know, comedy songs, but like you just hearing the singers and rappers like take them seriously, it's just so funny.
Well, once they got studio time, I think their quality went down.
You like them with like Lazy Sunday and like those old school
sports.
SNL.
We love sports. We don't care who knows from the pickup games.
So you didn't like it when they just. So you liked it when it was just the
shitty music.
Yeah, like that. Like it was kind of like YouTube. It was like YouTube charm.
Like,
it's YouTube charm, I think.
Like don't get me wrong, "Dick in the Box" is a very well-made song, and it's funny as fuck. But they missed so hard on like songs like "Mother Lovers."
Yeah.
They missed so hard on "Jizzed in My Pants."
Okay, that was the song
That
that got
has
me. That was the song that got me into. That was the song I was like, this is hilarious.
No, it's funny, but it's terrible.
I like when Bruce Willis. When Bruce, how about I just had sex? That was a good one. And then you had Jack Sparrow. You had
Threw it on the ground.
I threw it on the ground, dude.
Terrible.
I mean,
All
I was
of
in
it is
okay. Oh yeah,
terrible.
we were in 7th grade when this came out, so obviously our humor aligns with the Lonely Island because it's just super immature. So throwing on the ground, I think is like I was like crying laughing when I saw that, especially the music video.
Yeah,
It's
at
so
the
funny.
age, yeah.
It is
But
so
I've
funny.
gone back and like kind of like listened to some of those, and I realize how really not well thought out they are, and how sophomoric and kind of adolescent the humor is.
It is very immature humor. It's not like the thing I like about Popstar that there is a lot of smart humor actually. Like a lot of like the things they satirize is like basically a reflection of the modern music industry. So they satirize a lot of current. For example, I'm just gonna give you a plot point. Connor's album is doing terribly, so he has to find ways to like. Connor is the main character. Andy Samberg. He's like his Adams out, so he's got to find ways to like outlet his music. So he decided to put his music in like refrigerators. So when you open a refrigerator, you hear the song, and then that got a lot of backlash. That was kind of like alluding to was the Songs of Innocence by U2. Do you know about that album?
Yeah, that got downloaded onto everyone's iPods and
Yeah,
iPhones.
and huge backlash. Did you ever listen to that album? I did listen to that album because they advertised it like crazy. Not The Miracle by you know what The Miracle? That's a great song. But yeah, they parodied that. Like his a lot of it.
I mean, like I think you're missing the whole point of how stupid of an idea doing that was. Like forcing people to download an album. Like there's something in the human psychology when they give you something you don't ask for. That's like, no, motherfucker. Like, I hate this now. This is the worst thing that's ever come out now. Like, you're forcing me to listen to it. Like, that's why, like, there's so much fight against propaganda or, like, governments in general. I think it goes down the same fucking lineage of thinking in our dumb human brains. Is that, yeah, when we're forced something upon us, it's the shittiest thing that's ever come across. Like, I don't know. It's
And
not.
YouTube,
It's not even counterculture. It's more of like,
it's a big sellout move. I'll tell you that. It's a sellout move, and it's like it's invading human privacy, like invasion of privacy.
on paper, you two thought that was probably a brilliant idea. Yeah, like
I
put
see-
our
I
album
see-
on every person's phone.
I see that
yeah.
on paper. I'm like, wow, like the amount of exposure my album will get if I did this deal. Because in their head, they're like, they don't think of the ethics of it. They're just thinking, wow, like they're just thinking of the business opportunity from it, and it is a good business. But the backlash was so extreme where like it kind of hurt their reputation in a way.
Yeah, it did. And you know what they should have done if they actually like really want to launch it? Best hits album.
They have a lot of great hit songs, and I'm sure it's been released.
And at the time, they were dead band.
U2 is still like I think
They're a great band. Don't get me
they're a
wrong, but
legacy
they weren't.
band. They're a legacy band.
Yeah,
They're
but they
like-
weren't releasing new shit.
Like
that was
Joshua
like,
Tree is a top 15.
I'm not fighting that.
Yeah, Joshua.
What I'm
and then
saying,
Ash,
though-
Ash's Tongue Baby. I forgot how to pronounce that other one, but
What I was saying though was, yes, like the exposure on paper to them was incredible. Like, yes, yeah, sure, sign me up. I'll be on front of 100 million to close to 1 billion.
do you think that
people's
move
pages.
caused a lot of people to switch to Spotify?
Could have, but what I was trying to like get at with, yeah, they could post or like get that exposure is like they should have just done a greatest hits album.
They've done one before, but like not
Yes,
at that time.
But if you're gonna preload people an album that no one has ever heard any of the songs on, you're fucking psycho. No, you're psycho. No. As an artist, you're already scared to put yourself out there. And then you're signing off like, yeah, an album no one's never heard, but we have a huge name brand. We haven't released an album in 6 or 7 years, maybe more. And we're just going to put ourselves out in front of all these people. Like, what do you expect? Like, there's just no...
And Bono's already not... He already has a
that.
reputation of kind of being like an egotistical asshole. Like,
yeah, that was Bono's kind of rap going in. But, like, just, if you're going to do that, release your greatest hits.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you do want that exposure, be like, no, I don't want that amount of exposure on
the Miracle,
new
though.
album.
I think after this, I'm going to play you The Miracle. That's a really good song. I like that song a lot. But yeah, it's clouded by the controversy behind it. All right,
but
I'm glad we got... That was a good intro. But yeah.
Yeah. You want to recommend 3 songs?
Yeah, let's do the recommendation first. I'll go first with the songs I want to recommend. There's this guy named Blue. I thought his debut was Below the Heavens, but apparently he dropped like an earlier album called California Soul that came out in 2003. This song Soul Sister, it features a very young Miguel, a very young, like he sings the hook, and apparently they were like high school buddies, and they knew each other for a very long time, even like, and then they were introduced to Exile and Aloe Black, of the Wake Me Up fame, and they all got connected, and Soul Sister, I recommend that track. Classic soul sample, beautiful flow by Blue, and then you got a great singing by Miguel. Just classic soul rap song. Another song I want to recommend is so you ever seen School of Rock?
Yeah, of course.
So you know the ending song. If you wanna be the teacher's pet. So there's this guy named Grant Perez who did a cover on the Triple J Like A. He did a cover of Teacher's Pet, and it's just so like jazzy. He uses horns instead of like guitar solos, and he I don't know, he has a very soulful voice, and he basically made like a soul jazzy version of the song, and I think it works so well. Highly recommend that track. And then my last song, I'm gonna select this group named Shirley Shirley. Shirley Shirley is a young R&B group. I think it's just a duo of 2 women, just classic old soul music. Lavender Blues is the track I want to recommend. It's just cool, like, takes you back to like the Motown days and like classic soul, like Aretha Franklin type music. So yeah, that's kind of been what's on my rotation. I'll let you give your 3.
So 2 of mine are going to be dance songs. Like being a DJ and producer, I don't know, I always like to spread the love. Speaking of love, it's Earth Song, in parentheses, What About Us, by Annalisa Limon, Greg Gold. I think there are a bunch of like musical, like from musicals, kind of like the Tony Bradshaw kind of. Anyways, very powerful, fun house song. The next one that isn't a house song is The White Sandy Beaches of Hawaii by Israel. I'm going to butcher this. Kamakaga.
Is this the Hawaiian guy who made Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. But the White Sandy Beaches of Hawaii is, I think, his greatest song. Like, yes, the other ones are beautiful. I think what he does there, and he wrote that song. And also, It Feels So Good by Matt Sassari, excuse me, and Hugo, and the singer on it is Sinique, maybe, I don't know. See, artist names are so funny because you could be butchering them without knowing it,
Is it Depeche Mode? Depeche Mode?
Depeche I've
Mode?
always heard Depeche Mode. And I think that's just because it's French and there's like a way to say it.
Is that your 3?
Yeah, that's my 3.
Awesome. All right, yeah, so those are our recommendations. I want to do a bit of a transition. So last week, we did our best songs from A through M. We're trying to do A through Z. We're going to do, so I want to recap A through M for you. A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke.
I'm shaking. You know why I'm shaking my head.
A Day in a Life Should Have Taken Over.
I thought we agreed on that.
No, we didn't. I think I watched the footage. I checked the receipts. I'm pretty sure that we and I'm okay with I like soul music better than rock personally, so I'm okay with picking Sam Cooke over the Beatles. But yeah, A Day in a Life is one of the greatest songs, if not the greatest song ever made.
Up there.
It's up there. B is Bohemian Rhapsody, no conversation. C, well, Billie Jean was a conversation, but C was Cream. D was Dock of the Bay. E was Electric Relaxation. F was Fast Car, kind of a weak pick. We could have done something, but you know, it's fine. F. G is God Only Knows, easy pick. Good Vibrations had a conversation, but no, God Only Knows.
What else?
H, what did we do? House of the Rising Sun. I, In My Life. J, Jolene. Yeah, K, Kashmir. L, Layla. M, Mind's Playing Tricks on Me.
I feel like we should say who these songs are by for the people that are uninformed. So Kashmir, Led Zeppelin.
No, if you're watching this, you should kind of have an idea. You should be in our brains and kind of have an idea of what we're talking about.
You think they should be in our brains?
I can discipline.
Or do you think we can expand and
educate?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So A is A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke.
Yep.
B is Bohemian Rhapsody by this band named Queen. You ever heard of them?
If you've ever heard of them.
Dude, I kind of want to go off topic. So, you know Freddie Mercury's story, right? Like, at the end of his life?
Yeah, he had AIDS.
Do you know, like, when the public found out that he had AIDS?
After he died, no?
It was like a day before he announced to the world he had AIDS. Which, taking myself back to, like, if I was a big music fan.
Day after, you mean?
No, the day before. He was still alive when he announced it.
Day before he died.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Crazy, right? And right the day after, he died just like that. That's kind of like, what the fuck? Holy shit! I imagine that happening to like the biggest star on the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Jackson, like those sudden deaths, he got the overdoses, but like from AIDS, holy shit.
Yeah, definitely didn't help like the AIDS pandemic. Like hearing about one of the biggest pop stars on the planet dying from it. You know,
right?
Like.
You know the
just
song
added to the hysteria.
So you know the song "The Show Goes On." The show must go on. The show must go on. So that song,
it's like a hair metal song, right?
It's by Queen. It's Queen,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely of the '80s. Like Queen's musical trajectory, like their '70s were like they're groundbreaking, like, and they like had a defined sound, and then they went to like Under Pressure, like mid '80s, where they were like, "Fuck it, let's bring synths and start pulling off this '80s shit. Let's jump on the trends." And it was a bit of a polarizing move. You can make an argument it was a bit of a sellout. You could also make an argument that they expanded their sound. But the song "Show Goes On." First off, he found out he was having AIDS. He had HIV, I think, before like '86, '87, somewhere around there. So there was like 3 albums where he knew he had AIDS, and like you could hear the lyrics he was saying. He was kind of like very
alluding.
It was very alluding. So the song "Show Must Go On" is like kind of a swan song. That's one thing I want to get into the future. Artist swan songs. You know what a swan song is?
Yeah, the song you got out when you die.
Like "Hurt," Johnny Cash.
David Bowie, Black Star.
Yes. Oh, dude, that was a good pull. That was a good pull. He released that 2 days before he died. 2 fucking days before he died. That's crazy, man. So some of these like, it's crazy. It's coming from the glam rock that they do this the swan song. I mean, they got to be very what do you call it? Theatrical in a way.
Oh,
That's kind of like their gimmick.
Very,
yeah,
it's part of the glam rock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think. All of the hair metal band is just like
it's glam rock
they're
and
trying
hair
to
metal.
Be hard glam rock, which just like it seems like a
Oxymoron, yeah.
in my mind. Like, no, you can't have be a badass and also release some glam. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying taking away from anything of the word badass. Like, Elton John's a badass. All of them are badass. But I'm saying, like, you're trying to, like, co-opt this genre of, like, glam and excitement and theatrics into
like a hard
doing drugs and drinking and doing cocaine. Like yeah,
that's why hearing
cool.
like hair metal and then listening to Nirvana, like I've never heard a shift in music like throughout my life, and I wasn't even around then. Like
yeah, I was about to say, like, what are you even talking about?
But it was a big, like, you could tell, like, oh, going from hair metal to Nirvana can be more different.
Because people wanted a change.
They wanted
because they
alternative.
loved glam rock, and then these like machismo motherfuckers with their girlfriends like, oh, I love Elton John, but I like Guns N' Roses. But they're the same fucking band. Like that's what I hate. Is like I love glam rock, but I hate hair metal.
But they're the same thing.
But there's no faux or like feigning in glam rock.
Yeah, glam rock, they're like very much like, you know.
No, and in the hair metal, they know they're selling out. They know they're doing all this. Like it's just like, I don't know. It's a perfect representation of the '80s. Like, oh, buy this, sell this. Like, I don't know if you know the Tubes. You're kind of walking away.
I know. Just want to make sure it's recording because it could still die. But anyway, continue.
So the Tubes created a song basically about capitalism at the time. Oh, you could buy this when you could buy that. Like, or like, it was just like the greatest satire of, because that's what fucking hair metal was. They were just selling shit and selling records.
They weren't trying to be this high art type of music, which Slippery When Wet by Bon Jovi, Appetite for Destruction, like these are great albums. They like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They like Slippery When Wet is a good album, but
no, I don't think it's ever touched Rolling Stone's top 500 albums.
Yeah.
Because it's so shit, and
it's not shit.
And people have realized, like,
it's not shit.
Yes. For the 500,000 of the people in America that really love that album, like, sorry about it. Like, what you love, the rest of the population fucking hates. There's
Sweet Child O' Mine is a stone cold classic.
No, it's an overplayed song that people disdain.
I don't believe that at all. We'll do a poll. Do people like Sweet Child O' Mine?
Like, actually, like, yeah, you play that
song.
Listening in the shower. Or you play that on the way to your Not that you find enjoyment when you're out at a bar drinking and you hear that song. I'm talking about you play that song that for enjoyment. There's a very small niche, I feel like, of society that really finds that high art. And like, yeah, the same people that don't listen to music love that song. Love that song.
Good. It's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I love that song.
Sweet Child of Mine. There's a reason why, like,
it's a great, fun, great song. I could
it's
put it on
a
anytime.
band list of songs to play at a fucking Guitar Center. You know what I mean?
Because it's overplayed. I mean, there's a reason.
No, and it's shit. It's not that shit. It's overplayed.
It's not shit.
What? How is it groundbreaking or moving the
okay,
culture along?
Let me tell you the story.
In any goddamn way. You okay? No. Stop right now. I'm not finished. I'm not done with my goddamn point. Okay. Like, yes, you're the champion for, like, oh, the hip hop's bringing in this new sound that no one's heard before. They're really pushing this narrative. And then when the glam rock bands that have been fucking sucking the cock of the pioneers that made it in the 70s off of, like, theatric, grandiose ballads about love and whatever, and then you're talking about shooting up heroin and snorting cocaine and drinking booze on a glam rock record and calling it high art is fucking insane because they never came up with the premise. The only thing that's unique to them is the sound of their voice, or they have someone named Slash that looks like that, and he hasn't given up the bit until he's in the fucking 70s. Like, god damn it, dude. You're no longer Slash. You're over 60 years old, and you're still fucking clinging on to this goddamn bullshit. Like, are you kidding me? Like, and we're calling this high art, and that lots of people love? No, lots of people love to make fun of it. That's what lots of people love. Like, I can't believe it. Like, no, like, Slash, Needles and Noses is the perfect name for Guns N' Roses.
That's crazy, bro.
No, I mean, like, the people that love that music were spawned during the time of the Berlin Wall crisis, and all they know is capitalism. We're doing good. What's on the radio is good. We're pushing this. I'm for America. Like, this fucking goddamn propaganda shit that made this genre popular was the goddamn radio. And I hate it. There, like, nothing of high art that was released during that time touches hair metal. None of it. It's all the British new wave shit. It's all the Smiths. It's all the
and Michael Jackson.
And then the hip hop.
Hip hop was still a little young.
No, but still, people still throw fucking flowers towards it. But what I'm saying there, though, is none of those flowers are getting thrown at fucking hair metal.
I don't agree with Sweet Child O' Mine, bro. I think Sweet Child O' Mine is like literally
it's a whiny,
one of the greatest songs ever made. That is not. I will like this is a very polarized. This is our first real debate, bro. How is Sweet Child O' Mine not like a stone cold classic? How is a song not played everywhere because it's how amazing it is? Fucking,
it's not amazing.
Slash literally was just coming up with this, like, just practicing his riff, and then they were like, "Fuck it, let's just use that for the beginning riff." Uses that.
Okay, so there lies the problem.
What?
Slash created a genius guitar riff.
Yeah.
Everything on top of it is ass.
No, it isn't. The
whiny voice.
Vocals?
Oh, sweet child of
I think
mine.
it sounds so great. I think it's produced so well. It sounds so great. All the it fits so well. And then when it gets to the switch to the solo, and then where do we go, dude? They were just saying where do
we go now?
Yeah, they were just saying where do we go now because they don't know where the fuck. They didn't have any lyrics. They were just like.
It sounds like a bullshit put together song.
I think it just sounds organic. It sounds like just a bunch of dudes. Let's just make a fucking song, and then you got them like just kind of like improvising on the spot. I don't know. Sweet Child O' Mine's one of the greatest. I would actually put that list on like one of the S songs. Like I'm serious. Like,
well, you hold the Rolling Stones to a little grandiose, or the Hot 100.
Yeah,
the Hot 100 will definitely hold Sweet Child O' Mine in high regard, but where does Sweet Child of Mine land in the top 500 songs of all time?
It's in the list, is it? It has to be in the list.
I honestly doubt it, brother.
Are you serious,
I'm being
bro?
frank with you.
Are you kidding me? Of course it's gonna be it. That's probably a top 100 song. Wow, the nerve of you, Jack. Damn.
Top 100.
Yes.
Oh, it came in at number 3 at one point. On Blender's 500.
Okay.
It's 88 on the 500 list.
Top 100.
You're edging it
if
out.
anything,
If anything,
you're in the fucking minority.
Expelled.
You're in the fucking minority. We could ask a bunch of people if they like Sweet Child O' Mine. I guarantee you a lot of people will say, "Yeah, I like that song. Yeah, it's a great song. I love that song."
Yeah, it's like I like The Color Blue.
Yeah, if it's as good as The Color Blue, that's pretty damn fucking good.
Nah, it's not as good as The Color Blue, though. Like,
it's so big. This song is so big, so massive. It's part of our everyday life that someone who hates it with a burning passion like you still knows every word to it. That's inescapable. I don't care.
Okay, that's just overplayed to a point where, like, it's hard to escape it from the zeitgeist.
Can I ask you, does your dad also hate hair metal?
He doesn't love it.
But it's not as passionate as your hate.
I mean, it's up there.
That's interesting, though. Like, I respect both. I mean, I can listen to a Zeppelin.
Because, like, I was more of a fan of fucking the Frank Zappas, the Tubes. like these band, like I don't know, the counterculture scene in the 80s is just so much to dive into that, like, just fucking being a shell for hair metal just seems like such a cop out because it was so popular. It's so like, yeah, Sweet Child of Mine. The only reason why people say like, yeah, I like that song is because they would feel pressure if they didn't say they like that song because of people like you. Because like that, there's such a societal pressure to like a certain song that is so popular that like, oh, I can't not say don't like this song because I'll be ostracized in some way, shape, or form. Like no, the fucking buck stops here. Like no, I will no longer.
We're done with this.
Tolerate, support.
Clearly, you have your opinion. I have my opinion. We'll kind of stick with that. We're not going to change each other's minds. I see where you're coming from. It is I feel like I have more apathy towards the hip hop's version of like we kind of discussed that we kind of equate the mumble rap scene to the hair metal. Like it's kind of like a parallel. But I have much more apathy towards mumble rap. Maybe because I'm just more biased to hip hop because I listen to it more. But yeah, I had more apathy. That was a genre where I was really like, people take this seriously, like that. Like I guess I have like a nostalgia, not this kind of a nostalgic lens. I mean, you have your parent. It's like your parents' music with hair metal. So like it's like all iconic songs. So like in my head, they're like, oh, I it's just a song that everyone knows. So like I didn't really think of it as a scene. So that's why I have more of a fondness towards hair metal, clearly, than mumble rap. Mumble rap just like kind of pisses me off. Like,
and being 88 on that list is a disservice.
No, it isn't, dude. Properly
Sweet
rated.
Child of Mine.
It's properly, maybe a little low. I wouldn't be honestly. If I saw a top 50, I'll be like, hell yeah, definitely top 50. Top
Sweet Child of Mine.
Yes. If I saw a top 25, I'll be like, okay, maybe there's definitely 25 songs, but 50 maybe. I would be fine with that. Yeah.
I don't want to do this, but I can go through and list 100 songs you would say are better than that song. I know that.
You probably
I know that because I feel like deep down you do know that.
But I
that
think Sweet Child of Mine has
yes,
an argument.
it's iconic.
It has an argument it has an argument. Like it's okay. It can state its case as one of the greatest songs of all time.
So
Absolutely.
Happy Birthday should be in there too, no?
Well, Happy Birthday is not a pop song that's
but it's iconic. Yeah, it's not good, but it's iconic. No, get out of here, dude. Like, no. Yeah, just because something's iconic does not mean it's good.
We'll let the comments decide because I don't agree with that. Iconic means it's remembered. Even if it's remembered.
That's not what iconic means.
It's like...
It's not just because it's remembered.
It's like a...
Let's hit the Webster Dictionary real quick for iconic.
All right. I think we got a little too off track. Let's transition. Let's do...
Wait, no, hey, man. I'm pulling up the definition of iconic real quick. We're on this topic. We can transition when it's more natural. Relating to or of the nature of an icon, regarding as representative symbol or as a worthy veneration.
So I guess Sweet Child of Mine is a symbol.
Yeah, it's a symbol for really shitty.
But what's the point? What's the purpose of a symbol? So you can remember it.
No, but iconic doesn't mean memorable.
But it aligns with the same ideas. So I'm not completely wrong. But just like as a composition, like Sweet Child of Mine is just like it's not perfect, but in a way it's kind of a perfectly made like pop song. Like it's a perfectly made.
It's not a pop song. You've had this debate and the comments will back me up of like songs you consider pop songs.
That's a pop song.
It's not a pop song.
Yes, it is.
Just because it's popular, it's not a pop song. I think your definition of pop music, like, is very skewed because you
But
think
I
things
think
that are popular are pop music.
You know, like popular culture, like pop music, pop culture.
You see, you're fusing these together.
But there's like
But that's not what the
but there's, like, a
definition of pop
specific
music
genre.
is.
But like, okay, whether it's the definition or not, that's the way I view it.
It was a popular song, yeah. But pop music?
It is a pop. It's like
No, it's not a pop song, brother. Pop songs
Okay.
have been written since the
All right.
50s.
all right. These are this is my definition as someone who plays guitar. My definition of a pop song is a song with a simplified set of chords that you play in a repeated setting.
That's rock and roll. That's blues. That's alternative. That's, God damn it, man. That's a
But
lot
that-
of genres.
I know.
That's not
It-
pop music.
not
do you,
only-
do you
but-
want to know what the actual definition of pop music is?
What, like light, bubblegum, easy listening? Easy listening is probably my best definition.
So those are the the adjectives you could
All
give
the
to
biggest
pop
hit
music?
songs
No.
are easily listened to because they're just 3 chords. That's how most of pop music's made.
No, man. There's
Yes.
rock music that's
Rock
made that
music-
same way. There's hip hop music that's made that same way.
Hip-hop-
No, you can't just say any variation of
Pop
these 4
chords.
songs are pop
It's
songs.
called pop songs.
That's not
for a
pop
reason.
music.
Yes, it is.
Pop music definition: genre characterized by its wide appeal to the general public, often featuring catchy
Hip-hop.
melodies, repetitive structures, and mainstream
That's
appeal.
hip hop. That's rock. Every genre is pop music. There's just a pop version of that genre. That's literally what pop music is. It's the pop rap. That's literally what that is. Like that definition could be described at every pop song in the history of music. It's all repetitive. It's all like easy listening. It's all simple. That's literally what it is. All these genres are fucking pop music. I don't.
No.
Yeah, like sure, they're different genres, like different sounds. But like I like that's why when I tell people I listen to pop music, that's how I listen. That's how I view it. I listen to like everything, a little bit of everything, but like within the like the popular zeitgeist, like within the cultural zeitgeist. That's basically
We
like,
use that word wrong. Zeitgeist is like a looking back term. There's no current. It's like an oxymoron. It's like saying jumbo shrimp.
no zeitgeist is like the contemporary.
No, it's the general
Like what was popular
feeling.
at the time.
No. It's like the general feeling of society at the time. Typically it reflecting on. So you can't say like a current. Like I looked this up because I said it a lot with zeitgeist, and I was like, I'm really butchering that.
Okay.
So like, but pop music definitely will conform itself to the current popular genres, but pop music is always emulating what's popular at the time.
What did the best pop stars do? What did Michael Jackson do? He explores other genres. He experiments. He tries different things, and like, you know, he does a rock song. He does like an R&B song. That's how I view pop music. Someone who like does different types of genres and able to pull off so many different parts of the music. Not just
Okay, so how is Guns N' Roses' "Sweet Child of Mine" nailing any of those factors that you're saying right there?
Guns N' Roses. I mean, they went from new wave, and then you go to like the November Rain something song.
New wave? You call Guns
Not
N'
new
Roses
wave,
new wave?
like hair metal.
What are you
like,
talking about?
like hair metal, new wave is like adjacent to each other. Like
I don't think you know what new wave is.
yeah, like the fucking they use
With the
Have You Ever
British,
Since.
the new wave of British artists, that's what it refers to, brother. Is so the rock and roll of the Cream, the Beatles, that's the wave. The new wave was in the 80s, beginning of the 80s, late 70s, of British artists coming over and making a scene in American pop.
and they use a lot of synths. They love their synths and their 808 drums. That's basically the aesthetic.
Okay, so
That's a lot of hair metal, isn't it? Like, come on, like.
But you were getting away from the point I was catching you on there. Was
All right, I'm terrible at defining genres. Well, that's basically where it
calling
is.
that new wave is criminal. Calling "Sweet Child of Mine" new wave is
It's adjacent, new wave adjacent.
yeah, because it came out in the same decade. You can't just say it's adjacent. Just because classical, like Mahler, is adjacent to World War I. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to do there? Like, yeah, it's adjacent because of the time, not because of any themes or motifs. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Genres is also like
It's just
a
like
arbitrary idea.
you would never even consider putting Sweet Child of Mine in a top 100 because I know I personally could list you 100 songs that you would agree are better than that song.
Would you put that song in the 100 worst songs ever made?
No, because I don't hate it that much. But I don't know. Like, they're all pastiche, in my opinion, for AC/DC. They're all clones of AC/DC.
AC/DC is a clone of Led Zeppelin.
But no, they did it different.
Yeah, they made it poppier. They made it more appealing.
See, people, that was the label that was thrown on them right away. And I've listened to both discographies extensively. And, like, yeah, maybe, like, the kind of poppy Zeppelin sounds similar to AC/DC. But no, AC/DC's, like their artful shit sounds nothing similar to Led Zeppelin's artful shit. You know?
Yeah, they couldn't be more different. That's true.
They couldn't be more different.
But I only know the hits. But like Zeppelin, I know like a bit of the deeper cuts.
Yeah,
and then,
you know.
But AC/DC, I only know the hits, so I couldn't tell you like I couldn't go past Hell's Bells or Back in Black.
I've always heard that comparison to both of them, and I'm like, no. Like, I've probably only heard it from you, but like,
yeah. Anyway, that was good. Let's get into this N through Z. My very first song, I'm gonna go with two songs with the same name: "New York State of Mind" by Billy Joel, "New York State of Mind" by Nas. I'm just gonna go off the pot. "Nights" by Frank Ocean. "Nothing Compares to You" by Sinead O'Connor. "Norwegian Wood" by the Beatles. I don't want to. Beatles is just too overdone. I don't want to. "Neon Moon" by Brooks and Dunn.
I want to put that in there.
This is the problem. I want to play recency bias, and I want to put "Not Like Us." But Neon Moon's a good pick too. "Nothing from Nothing" by Billy Preston. Personal favorite. I'm gonna shout out the DOC. "No One Can Do It Better." "No Scrubs" TLC. "No Church in the Wild" by Ye and Jay-Z. I'm gonna throw out one more and then I'll let you go. "Never Give You Up" by Rick Astley.
He Rick-rolling the audience.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you. Yeah, we just Rick-rolled the audience. Nice. Yeah.
New York State of Mind's a good one. I like "No Vaseline."
Ooh, I would do "No Vaseline" just for the culture.
You're saying Ice Cube?
Of course. I heard. Wait, how's the song go? "God damn, I'm glad y'all said it all. Used to be hard, now you're just wet and soft."
Nothing but a G thing.
Oh, how do I not have that on my list? That's pathetic. That is pathetic. I should put that on my list.
It should be "Nothing But a G Thing."
You want to do "Nothing But a G Thing"? Do we have a Dre song?
What were the other ones you listed?
Well, I told you I like "Not Like Us." "Norwegian Wood," the Beatles.
"No Diggity." "November Rain." "Numb."
Wait, wait, time out. You're really naming "November Rain" after what we just talked about? Wow.
Well, I was just throwing it out there for you.
That is a bold. Actually, I don't really like that song.
Oh, so it sounds like their shit sucks.
No, it doesn't. No, okay.
"Nights in White Satin."
But "Nights" by Frank Ocean is like a good pick.
Yeah. I want to get Frank Ocean on here somewhere.
He definitely will at some point.
"No Church in the Wild" is, I think has
definitely in the conversation.
yeah.
How about "Never Be Like You" by Flume?
To call it the greatest end song of all time, I don't think that warrants.
So should we
Putting it in
should
there.
we give respect to country and give it a Neon Moon? Should we respect to the current culture with Not Like Us, or respect legends with Nothing But a G Thing?
I want to go Neon Moon.
Let's do Neon Moon. Neon Moon for our end. Over Not Like Us. That is. It's okay.
We already have Kendrick on here, no?
No, we don't.
Well,
It's okay.
I already have Kendrick locked in.
S? There's
Sing
a
About
lot of conversations for S. First off, Sweet Child O' Mine. No, just well, you got Stairway. Oh, well, let's go with O. Let's go O.
Okay.
Ooh Child by the 5 Stair Steps. I think that's my lock. I'm already locking it. I don't even want to look at the rest.
Wait, what?
Ooh child, things are gonna get easier.
Ooh, child.
Old Town Road, Lil Nas X.
Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Owner of a Lonely Heart. That's a new wave song if I ever heard one.
Oh, so you do know what new wave means.
Okay.
Obla di, obla da.
Really? That's one of the worst songs.
I agree.
One More Time by Daft Punk.
Oye, como va? Do you know Oye, como va?
No.
Dude.
1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies. Only the Good Die Young, Billy Joel.
Ooh, yeah.
Only the Good Die Young. Otis.
Was that a James Bond song?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Only the Good Die Young? Can you look it up for me? Oliver's Army, Elvis Costello.
I don't know that song. Oh, yeah, you show me that song.
Yeah.
Only the Good Die Young.
It's
Die.
the song that has the N-word in it.
I think that's why you showed it. Showed me it. Yeah. This guy.
We were talking about one time, like, songs where white people say the N-word.
Tell me the other songs that you had. Do you remember?
Oh, fuck. Frank Zappa.
You're thinking of "Live and Let Die" by Paul McCartney. Only Good Die Young was never. That was off The Stranger.
Oliver's Army is a badass song.
Yeah, it was a good song. Overjoyed by Stevie Wonder. Overnight Celebrity by Twista. Oxford Comma by Vampire Weekend is a fun one.
Our House, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
I prefer Our House by Madness. You know that one? Our house in the middle of
Our
house. I know that song's in How I Met Your Mother. Actually, the one you're talking about, the one Crosby, Stills, and Nash. It's a good song.
It's a very good song.
This might be a low key one. Ordinary People by John Legend. Got to give love to John Legend. Only Want to Be With You by Hootie and the Blowfish.
I think Oya Como Va by Santana deserves this spot. One of the greatest.
We're gonna do Oya Como Va. We'll do Oya.
Throw
Como Va.
it. Listen.
No, I know the song. I don't need to listen to it. We're probably gonna get copyrighted
Hola,
for that.
como va?
Yeah, that could be a row. Oh, Ooh Child is like my personal. That's my personal pick. But I could do Ouya Como Va. I'm okay with that.
U2.
I'm not gonna pick U2. After what they did with the song with the iTunes.
No, I don't think what they did was wrong.
What Apple did was wrong.
Well, no, just the idea that you thought the exposure on a new album across probably billions, it was probably close to 1 billion people across the Apple suite.
Yeah. All right. So that's our O. Let's go with P. PYT, Michael Jackson.
Paint It Black.
I was looking at Paint It Black.
Purple Haze. Piano Man.
Piano Man might be my...
Perfect. Ed Sheeran.
Shut the fuck up. Paranoid Android, Radiohead.
Paradise, Coldplay.
Paradise City by Guns N' Roses.
Get out of here. Proud Mary.
Okay.
CCR.
or Proud Mary by Ike and Tina Turner. That
Poker
version.
Face, Lady Gaga.
Party in the USA. Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Push It, Salt and Pepper.
Patiently Waiting by 50 Cent.
Photograph.
Which one? There's two.
I know.
I'm gonna pick the Ed Sheeran version. You could have. I'll let you have the Nickelback version.
Well, I was gonna say Def Leppard. You chose wrong on both.
Well,
like Photograph Nickelback is kind of legendary
yeah.
with the meme ability.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with? Okay, Physical by Olivia Newton-John.
Wait, what do you mean? What's wrong with me? You're just like joking about Nickelback being in there? No, I'm kidding.
What's worse, Nickelback or hair metal?
Hair metal.
Wow, that you heard it here, folks. He said hair metal is worse than Nickelback.
They're
that is
the same
a bold,
vein.
bold take.
Same vein.
Okay, I'll give some Current Love, Pink Pony Club, and then also I'll give some love to the Who with Pinball Wizard.
Papa is a Rolling Stone, the Family Stone.
No, is that Slide? No, that's Papa's a Rolling Stone is
Mom.
not Temptations. It's James Brown, is it not?
They all did it.
No, it's Temptations. I think
They
it's
all
the
did
Temptations.
it, dude.
Place to Be,
It's
Nick
not
Drake.
a unique song.
Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter. Poetic Justice, K-Dot. I'm leaning towards Piano Man.
I'm leaning towards Painted Black.
Piano Man is the iconic.
Purple Rain.
Oh, Purple Rain. Ooh, that's.
I only want to see you.
So we're doing Purple Rain.
Rain.
Purple Rain. Purple Rain.
Painted Black is also up there, I feel like.
Is Piano Man too overplayed in the karaoke's?
I love that song.
That's like one of my favorite
Billy
songs.
Joel's best song is Vienna.
That's a good take.
And I think we should just go with that in the V.
Well, we still have some things to V. But Piano Man is iconic as shit. I'll give it honestly, before I would give it to Painted Black, I would give it a Purple Haze. Let's give some
By
Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah. I'll take Purple Haze. Can we agree on Purple Haze?
I don't think I can, because I think there's better Hendrix songs. Purple Haze! We have to get away! And then Painted Black is also kind of iconic.
A legendary song.
Oh, dude.
You want to do Painted Black? You want to? Is that your pick?
They're all up there.
All right, we'll go with Painted Black just for you.
No, I don't want to
Protect
do
Your Neck,
that.
Wu-Tang, dude.
Protect Your Neck. Fuck.
Pursuit of Happiness, Kid Cudi.
Goddamn.
Put It On, Big L. Put It On. I put on for my.
He's a tough one, because it's like.
There's so many. Pusher Man by I'm Your Pusher Man. Not the Chance. I'm talking about the Curtis Mayfield version. Pumped Up Kicks, Foster the People.
Do you think we're going to get... Well, this is my question. Do you think we're going to get the Stones on the list again? Or do you think we're going to get Hendrix on the list again? Because it's between those two for me. It's Painted Black and Purple Haze. And it sounds like it's between those for you.
I just don't like. You can't always get what you want is the song I'm thinking for Why. And that's my favorite Stones song.
And I'm thinking for Stones, Sympathy for the Devil.
Oh, there's so many S's, bro. No, S is gonna be ridiculous. That's gonna be heavy competition. But for P, my personal pick. Okay, we'll go Painted Black. We'll do Painted Black.
No. If you think there's a good... Well, where else are we going to fit Jimmy?
Because Foxy Lady, All Along the Watchtower, Wind Cries Mary. There's so many better W's. W's is crazy. W is going to be a tough one, too.
Let's go Purple Haze.
Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix is what we're going for.
P.
Q, very, very small list. Very small list. I'm going to give you a niche one. Danny Brown's Quarenta. It's his song off his album that came out 2 years ago. It's just a classic, like, indie rap type. Danny Brown sounds great over it. He's just telling like where he's at in his life. It's beautiful. Other than that, I couldn't give you another Q song.
Queen Bitch, David Bowie.
If you want to put that over Danny Brown, we could put that. I don't know that song.
Trying to think of some. Let's do a little research while
Yeah,
we're
tell me
on the mic.
tell me the most popular songs that start with Q, and tell them if it beats Quarenta by Danny Brown. I'm gonna play this song right now. Quicksilver by Pink Floyd. I don't know that song.
Well, we're including articles, so
For sure. I have The Question by Common. The Question.
the Queen is Dead, The Smiths.
I could do that.
Question, The System Down, Quiet Town, The Killers. Your take on The Killers being a one-hit wonder is just
It's asinine.
great word.
Why?
No, I was just saying that's a great word for it.
What? Asinine. I know.
Well, like, even though Eric, our good buddy Eric, was like, no, The Killers are a one-hit wonder. I was like, please do not validate that. Because they sell out fucking stadiums, brother.
I know.
Like, you can't be a one-hit wonder if you're selling out goddamn stadiums.
Queen Bitch. Let's listen to this song. We're going to select Queen Bitch for Q over Quarenta by Danny Brown, but it's okay. R. Radio Gaga, Queen. Raid by Mad Villain. I mean, that's one of my favorite Mad Villain songs. Ramble On by Led Zeppelin.
Respect, Aretha Franklin.
Respect.
That has to be it. No?
How about Respect?
Roxanne, The Police.
I prefer Roxanne.
Ruby Tuesday.
Roxanne. All she wanna do is party all night. Yeah. How about Remold the fucking G's by Easy?
Redemption song, Bob Marley.
That
has to be it. It's either Aretha or...
How about your song, Reality Check by Binary Star?
Ooh, I love that song. Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. Burn.
River.
Redbone by Childish Gambino. Come on, that deserves to be in the conversation.
Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash.
That deserves to be in the conversation too. Reeling in the Years by Steely Dan. Come on, R is tough. R is tough. You got Rehab by Amy Winehouse.
I don't wanna go to rehab.
How about Relax, Don't Do It?
I think it's still between Respect.
Ramble On. Reeling in the Years. Redemption Song.
It's either Redemption Song or Respect.
Nah, Redbone. I wanna give
Ramble On.
I want to give Redbone its love.
Oh goddamn! There's so many to fucking choose,
dude. The problem with the early song, like our A through M, is because our music's too damn old. I was born in '99. Damn it! I want to do music that I grew up listening to.
I know, man, but like
Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac. Just a personal favorite. Rhymes Like Dimes by MF Doom. Ric Flair, Drip got me woo like a bitch. And then you got whoa 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 I'm riding. So wait. I think I know what beats everything. Rigor Mortis. Rigor Mortis destroys everything. I can't.
Respect by Aretha Franklin.
Okay, I'll give you
Franklin.
How about Rock and Roll All Night by Kiss? No, joking.
I love all these takes. Do you still feel like I'm off-basing Redemption Song by Bob Marley?
How about Rock With You by Michael Jackson? See, I'm going down the list. You can't just Roll the Bones by Rush. Rolling in the Deep by Adele?
That's in there too.
Yeah. Rosanna by Toto, that's a low key one. How about Roses by Outkast? There's a lot of good ones here.
That's why I think we should go genre by genre next time. So this is our first A through Z list. Then we're gonna go genre by genre.
And we can't reuse the songs. We won't like.
And then we're gonna bridge our A through Z. You
Is
down for that?
Yeah, this is tough, man.
That's why, like,
this is hard. I love it though. No, the conversation. Okay, we'll give it a respect. You respect your pick.
Where else is Aretha gonna hop on there? You know. Also, Bob Marley. Where else were you gonna put Bob?
Yeah, sometimes you got to just leave them out. Guys, how about I Shall? Oh, I know that's not. What? Three Little Birds? Three Little Birds.
That's not Bob's best song though. It's his most popular song, in my opinion. Let's look at Bob.
Honestly, Rock With You is kind of like a fucking. That's hard to argue against.
I agree there too. That as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that jumps immediately.
Yeah, I know, right?
Into the top
probably
three.
number one. So the top three would be Rock With You,
Respect,
and Redemption Song. Tough.
Because we already went by Jay.
I'm just gonna pick the song I listen to the most. Rock With You. Out of all those songs, yeah, that's the song I listen to the most. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, and I know the means to me.
We gotta put that as.
Okay, we'll give it a Rolling. We'll give it to
Respect.
We'll give it to Respect by Aretha Franklin.
But Redemption Song
Rock With You hurts. It
hurts.
Painful. Even Redbone was painful.
Because I don't see anywhere else besides Three Little Birds.
Dude, you know what's the craziest one? You know what's the craziest one? We didn't even mention Runaway by Kanye. That's the craziest thing. But we are not giving love to Kanye because he hates Jewish people. Okay, we'll go.
And like seems to relish in it. That's that's not like, yeah, think what you think, but you put it out there and you relish in it. Like, as if it's like a hot take or like something that some people.
This dude has spent his whole career just trying to prove people wrong. He's just trying to keep proving people wrong that he could say things and get away with it. He's like a child, man. And the best thing you could do when a child's acting like that is you just ignore it.
Ignore it, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still listening to Kanye. I listened to him earlier today. All right, so we're going to go with Respect for R. For S, so many. I'm going to just go down my list. Okay, just going to throw out a fun one. Saturday in the Park by Chicago.
Up there.
Say It Ain't So by Weezer.
In the park.
Stairway to Heaven.
July.
Scenes from an Italian Restaurant is my favorite Billy Joel song.
Stairway to Heaven? You said that?
Yeah, I did say Stairway to Heaven. Salt in a Swing.
September. Earth, Wind, Fire.
How about Salt in a Swing?
Mm-hmm. I think that's up there.
Of course.
I think that needs to be in our...
Yeah, we have to consider that.
Somebody Like You, Adele.
Someone Like You.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Shake It Off, Taylor Swift. No.
I mean, you could throw it in there, but I wouldn't. Of the ones we've named, unless I missed one, it's kind of Someone Like You and what's the one I said?
Salt in a Swing or
Superstition? Yeah. Salt in a Swing.
Superstition. That's a great one.
Superstition, Salt in a Swing.
Superstition's such a good one too. Still, Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven.
Signs O' the Times by Prince. Signed, Sealed, Delivered by Stevie.
I probably do like Signed, Sealed, Delivered more than Superstition.
I do too. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. We got to throw that in. Oh, my favorite Stevie Wonder song that starts with S is easily Sir Duke.
Do you think someone Sing About Me is better than September?
Yes. It's more challenging. It's more emotional. It's more powerful.
Someone Like You.
I think September is part of the disco scene, and the disco scene is kind of viewed as like the hair metal scene and like the mumble rap scene. Is it not?
The opposite direction. The people that like hair metal shit on disco, yet they still listen to house songs modern day.
Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel. Slide by no. Slide by Calvin Harris.
I do like the song Sledgehammer, but it's not the greatest
song.
How
about Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple? Smooth by Santana.
Smooth, yes.
We already have Santana. I don't want to put him again. That is a great song, though.
I love Deep Purple, but Smoke on the Water is not their greatest song.
Somebody to Love by Queen. That definitely deserves a mention.
Somebody to...
Someday by The Strokes definitely deserves to be mentioned. Something by the Beatles.
Somebody.
Something.
Or something. Sorry.
Something by
I
the
always
Beatles.
butcher that.
Song 2 by Blur. Woohoo! Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Israel, Kama, whatever, blah, 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 ching chong.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
Sound and Color, Alabama Shakes, just gotta shout them out. Soundtrack to My Life by Kid Cudi, shout that out. Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, gotta shout that out by Outkast. Space Oddity, I gotta shout that out. That's one of the greats.
I think we make our Kendrick pick here.
No, I'm going. We're gonna make the pick until right after. We gotta consider all of it. Spotty Oddity, Dopalicious, Outkast, Stairway, obviously. Stan, Eminem. No. Wow.
Good song, but
Starlight by Muse. That's all. Starman by David Bowie. Starman. Stay With Me, Sam Smith. I'll give him a shout out. Still DRE by Dr. Dre. Got to shout that out. Still Into You, Paramore. I'm just shouting out the songs I fuck with. Stimulation and Method Man.
I'm glad you didn't say Sweet Child of Mine.
Sweet Child O' Mine by Guns N' Roses. Absolutely. I didn't get to the SW yet. Okay. Here, turn that off. We're gonna get copyright.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was blaring out my.
Stolen Dance by Milky Chance. I like that song. Sweater. Oh, Straight Outta Compton, NWA. Got to shout that out. That's one of the iconic rap songs of the 80s. Strawberry Fields Forever. You Think Something Is Better Than That song, obviously. So I'm just going to shout that out. Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. That was their big breakthrough song to the mainstream. Sugar by Maroon 5. Sugar by Robin Schultz. Sugar, We're Going Down. Sugar by Brockhampton. Salt in a Swing. Suicide Saturday by Hippocampus. Summer by Calvin Harris.
Suicide Saturday.
You know that song?
Yeah.
It's a banger, bro. Whoa. Summer of 69, Bryan Adams.
Summer.
How about Hot Time, Summer in the City? Summer in the City by this Lovin' Spoonful. Oh, Sunday Candy, Donnie Trumpet and Chance, Social Experiment. Got to shout that out. Sunday Morning, got to shout that out. Velvet Underground or Maroon 5. Or, no doubt.
Do we ever mention on Easy Like Sunday Morning?
I'm not going to put fucking Lionel Richie. Dude, Tribe Called Quest blows Lionel Richie out of the goddamn water. Are you kidding me? I think we did mention it.
I agree with you.
We did mention that. Sunday Bloody Sunday by U2. Sunflower, whatever sunflower you take. Sunshine, whatever sunshine. I have Sunshine Atmosphere. Sunshine of Your Love, Cream. Dude. Jack, we got to put Sunshine of Your Love.
Sunshine of Your Love.
By Queen? Not Cream. Supersonic Oasis, I'll put that in. Surfin' by Kid Cudi. Survival Tactics, Joey Badass. Sweet Dreams Are Made of These? Come on, man. Sweet Life, Frank Ocean. Sweet Nothing, Calvin Harris? Come on, bro. Dude, Sweet Sweet Baby, Aretha Franklin. Come on. Swim Good, Frank Ocean. Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
And that's the last of it. So that's all the S's on my list.
So it's got to be Sympathy for the Devil. Somebody Like You, Adele.
Someone Like You, Adele. Sing About Me by Kendrick.
Those are the three for me.
Let me see. Not Stairway. We wouldn't put Stairway in there. We already gave Kashmir. We already gave Zeppelin to Kashmir.
That's their best song.
Kashmir? Honestly, that's a good argument. I gotta find my Sympathy for the Devil.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Someone Like You or Sing About
Easily
Me?
over Someone Like You.
Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. That's like the greatest hip hop song of all time.
Fuck hip hop, bro. It's the greatest song of all time.
Let's
Let's give it
put
Sing
it in
About
there.
Me. Let's Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. The emotional high
Kendrick.
point by Kendrick Lamar.
It's a 8 minute song.
Hell no, it's 12 minutes, and it's
12
basically 2
12-minute
songs.
song. Yeah, it's called "Sing About Me," in quotes, and then the next song is "I'm Dying of Thirst."
And he's just talking about his homie's brother who they got jumped, and they try to go in a gunfight with the rival guy, and then the brother got shot. It's
I
really
don't
sad.
think the storyline is necessary for you to enjoy the song.
But it's him reflecting on his dead brother's homie, like that, and like the different perspectives he has in like his life. It's such a beautiful song. Honestly, that's the greatest song ever made. Honestly,
It's up there.
so T. Let's go with T. Take It Easy, the Eagles.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take Me Home, Country Road by John Denver. That's definitely
Tiny Dancer, Elton John.
We haven't put a Tiny Dancer Elton John song yet. Take
And
You
Love
There by
songs
Jack U.
well.
Take On Me,
Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, we haven't put Michael yet.
Till My Guitar Gently Weeps.
No, that's not what the song's called. The song's called When My... That's a W song. I actually have that on my W list. Teenage Dirtbag, Wheatus.
Sound of Silence.
The sound... So we're counting the?
Oh no, I guess not.
Tennessee Whiskey.
No, we are including the. That was the whole point of this. So all the songs are included in T.
Holy shit, there's so many
T
the.
is fucked. Because we did A Change Is Gonna Come. A Day in the Life.
We'll do the. I have The Way I Am.
Sound of Silence. The Boxer. The Chain. The Band. Or no, it's The Boys of Summer. The Way You Make Me Feel.
Treasure, Bruno Mars. Toxic City by System of a Down. Touch the Sky by Kanye. Time Is On My Side by Irma Thomas, and Time Is On My Side by the Rolling Stones. Time After Time, Cyndi Lauper.
Sound of Silence might be up there, brother.
Through the Wire by Kanye.
Ooh. That's a good one.
This Love by Maroon 5. This
The
Girl.
Our only time to have Kanye on the list, I think, is Through the Wire.
Let's do Through the Wire. Let's do Through the Wire. I'm just going to go on.
Because I think Tiny Dancer, Take It Easy, Thriller, Tainted Love, they're all up there.
Through the Wire is just... There's a different layer to it. It's just... There's a different beast with that song.
Yeah, I think it's...
It's Kanye's best song, honestly.
Yeah, it is... I don't know.
No, let's give it to Through the Wire. We haven't gotten Kanye on the list. We'll give Kanye its love. We went back-to-back Kendrick to Kanye. Just like every other music reviewer on the internet, they love Kendrick and Kanye.
I don't love that, though.
What?
Because I think there are other T songs, but I agree that...
How about
Through the
Touch?
Wire-
Touch by Daft Punk.
No, it's not the... That's the worst song on the album. But that's saying something. It's still a good song.
Yeah, I'm looking here. That's Life by Frank Sinatra. That's Life. That's Life. Honestly, I'd rather give it a That's Life than Through the Wire. Because That's Life is like...
Well, what about The Sign of Silence?
Hello,
That's-
darkness, my old friend.
That's gotta be it.
Do you know a bit of the background behind that song? So Simon and Garfunkel recorded their debut album in 1964, and that song they just had an acoustic version. So I'm assuming the version you know has drums in it. Is that correct? Because that's the version that most people know. But the
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah.
but the original is just acoustic guitar. And in my opinion, I've only listened to the original. I never really got in. Once I heard the drums, I'm like, oh, this is like some sellout shit. The original, just acoustic, is in fucking incredible, and that's the version I would pick. The drums would probably like kind of kills the song for me a little bit. It needs to be acoustic for me. Let me see if I can find it for you because it's actually fucking lit. I mean, it's the same song, just no drums.
Yeah. Which, if a lot of people's takes with the drums is one of the greatest songs in the S's, I feel like we should go with that over Through the Wire.
Yeah, let's go with The Sound of Silence. We're counting articles. Let me just see if I can play this song real quick because I do think this song is definitely worthy of your listen. Because it literally destroys
The Heart
original.
Part 6.
Ooh.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I know it with
Come
both.
to talk with
You
you.
do?
I know both.
Yeah, this version it blows the other one out of the water, in my opinion. But yeah, let's go with The Sound of Silence. Yeah, let's get some love. That's the best. That's my go-to Simon and Garfunkel song. It's their most famous song. It's their most memed song. That song's a meme, honestly. It was, you know, have you ever seen Arrested Development? That song was used heavily in Arrested Development.
So what are we on? You?
I'm going to throw out a big one.
Under the Bridge?
Yeah, Under the Bridge is probably going to be the pick. Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie.
Uptown Funk?
Uptown Girl.
Uptown Girl? Umbrella? Rihanna?
I was looking at that. You know what I'm saying, Danny Brown. I got to give love to my Danny Brown boy.
You Somebody? Kings of Leon?
Untitled, How Does It Feel by D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, yeah. That might be up there. I think that we should consider that one.
Undone, the Sweater Song.
Unwritten
By Natasha Bedingfield. Hell yeah, I'd put that on the fucking list. Up and Away by Kid Cudi. Upside Down by Jack Johnson. Uptight by Stevie. Did he say Use Somebody by Kings of Leon already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, either Untitled or Under the Bridge. That's my two picks. This is easy. There's not a lot of views.
Yeah. I'm thinking we do either Under the Bridge
Or Untitled.
or Untitled.
I'll let you make the tiebreaker. Untitled?
Where else can we fit the Peppers? Because I think the Peppers deserve on the list.
No, not really, in my opinion.
You don't think so?
There's 26 songs, bro. So in other words, 26 or less artists are going to get picked. There's hundreds of artists I listen to. I'm not going to lose sleep if the freaking Red Hot Chili Peppers aren't on the list. But if they were on the list, the song I would pick is Under the Bridge. Because what else are you going to put the list? Danny fucking California? Zypher? What is that song, Zypher? Am I thinking of the right song?
The Zypher song, but there's a TH on the front of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh,
we
Upper
take
Echelon
Under the
Track.
Bridge.
Let's do Under the Bridge.
I think we
Sorry,
take-
D'Angelo. You need to start making more music, but sorry.
No, that's like the one I would pick next to it.
Mm-hmm.
They're neck and neck.
Okay. Valerie.
Yes. Yes.
Verbal Intercourse by Raekwon with the great Nas feature.
Vienna, Billy Joel.
Oh, let's do Vienna, dude. Wait, let's do Vienna.
Video games, Lana Del Rey.
Video
Viva La
games.
Vida,
I like
Coldplay.
that was a good poll. Video games by Lana Del Rey. I like that poll. Viva La Vida by Coldplay. You said that?
Yep. Vogue by Madonna.
Oh, Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai? Did I pronounce that right?
You don't know about Jamiroquai?
Not as much as I should. I know of them. I know Virtual Insanity. And
One of the coldest white boys.
and he's from Great Britain, right? Let's give it to Vienna.
Yeah, Valerie by Amy Winehouse has
Definitely is
a
in the
leg to
conversation.
stand on.
Same with Verbal Intercourse by Raekwon, because I think that's my favorite
Do
song.
we have a Billy Joel song on the list?
No. And
Sorry
and,
about
and
that.
Burley Joel, I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be like mad if we didn't have him on the list, but like he's like a personal favorite of mine. So Vienna, I would be fine with picking Vienna.
Because it's either that or
So-
Valerie by Amy Winehouse.
Let's do Vienna.
You sure?
I like Vienna more than Valerie.
Yeah, but we don't. We gotta get more lady representation on our list.
Yeah, we didn't give enough. I would have done Fleetwood Mac for Dreams.
I want to go Valerie.
Let's do Valerie.
Let's go Valerie.
We'll do Valerie. I'm not mad
I
at Valerie.
love Vienna by Billy Joel. Don't get me wrong. I think that's his best song.
But Valerie is just, yeah, affirmative action. Okay.
No, I think Valerie is just as good as Vienna.
All right.
Come on over, Valerie.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal song.
It's an incredible song.
Yeah, they did.
I don't think
have you
we're
heard
doing any affirmative action.
Have you done
air
the?
quotes
I was
bullshit.
joking. Have you done the original? Have you heard the original by the Zootons? It's whatever. It's like a
She
myth.
does it.
She kills
Yes.
it. She kills. It's like you've heard the original of Respect. It's by actually Otis Redding. It's a pretty good song, but she has she adds the background vocals and she
No.
has the RESPECT, and it makes it so much better.
What I think is actually the better take on that is that it's from the perspective of a woman. Because the song was originally written from the perspective of a man that, like, oh, when I come home from work, I'm looking for some respect. Just
Okay.
little. But the take of her singing it and, like, the message behind it, I think was much more relatable and really badass. It's like, oh, a woman saying, like, hey,
That is really cool.
I work hard, I come home,
Yeah.
I deserve a little respect. And, like, and that was probably like an super nuanced take for the time. You know what I mean?
That was like in the '60s. Yeah.
Of like, oh no, woman coming home, demanding a little respect. I'm sure the women at home that are buying records are like, God damn, yes, Aretha. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Honestly,
like,
yeah.
because honestly, we often hold what society's thoughts are to the art, movies, TV shows, music coming out at the time as barometers for how society actually was.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd argue society at the time, there were lots of women in households at the time that were probably the breadwinners, and hearing a song like Respect just embroidered.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was a huge deal.
They got some respect.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just a little bit.
Some just a little bit. W is hard. W is
Oh,
hard.
W
I'm gonna
is-
throw out a haymaker here. Won't Get Fooled Again by the Who. That's in my.
Wish You Were Here.
Wish
by
You Were Here
Pink
by
Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. I gotta give that a shout out. While My Guitar Gently Weeps by the Beatles. Gotta shout that out.
Wonderwall.
Wonderwall. Fuck that song. Wild World by Cat Stevens. Gotta shout that out.
With or Without You.
By U2. Gotta yeah, of course. Why'd You Call Me When You're High by Arctic Monkeys.
Wild Horses. Rolling
Mhm.
Stones.
Who could it be now? Why Can't We Be Friends by War.
Where Is My Mind? The Pixies.
Do you like that movie, Fight Club?
I think it's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
You don't like the movie?
I think it's not a movie that like when I watch it. First off, I already knew the twist before I watched it, so like I
That
wasn't-
normally, here, I don't know where I heard this, but like a little psychology thing is when people know the twist or whatever's gonna happen, it tends for people to like it more. So I'm surprised that you knew the twist and you still don't like it.
maybe because it was just clouded by too much hype, and like I was always told it was a great movie, and like I don't know. It just didn't. It didn't like.
Did your brother recommend it?
No, I was recommended by the internet. Like the internet tells me to watch it. So Fight Club, yeah. Where is my mind? White Wedding, Billy Idol. Do you think Billy Idol is a hair metal?
That's new wave, you ding dong.
You think he's new wave over hair metal?
No, he's from England. That's what new wave is. You don't. Do you know what new wave means? Give me your definition of new wave right now.
That 80s sound that overuses synths and those crazy 80s drums. It's an aesthetic to me rather than a cultural movement, if that makes sense. Oh, White Room by Cream. White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane.
White Frank Ocean.
That's a good one. With John Mayer. Where is the Love? Black Eyed Peas. Come on, man.
Late 70s, early 80s, building upon the energy of the DIY ethos of punk rock, but with a greater emphasis on melody, experimentation, dual influence.
Let me give you a couple more W's. When We Were Young by Adele. I think that song definitely deserves to be in the conversation.
When we were young, the Killers.
Yep, I agree. Where Are You Now by Jack U. Definitely deserves to be in the conversation. What's Up by Four Non Blondes.
I'll be frank with you. I think Wish You Were Here.
Okay.
Pink Floyd.
How about What's Going On, Marvin Gaye, bro?
What's Going On, Marvin Gaye.
That's my pick. That might be my pick. What's Going On is a fantastic pick.
Where's My Mind, the Pixies also.
I'm not going to put Where's My Mind by the Pixies. It's an all right song. It's not great.
Okay, so between What's Going
I would put
On and
We
Wish You
Major
Were
by
Here.
Kanye. We Found Love by Rihanna. No, I'm going to keep
We
going.
we already have
What about-
Marvin Gaye representation on the list though.
Who?
Dock of the Bay.
That's Otis Redding, dude.
You're right.
We Are the World. Nah.
Are you kidding me? I think it's Wish You Were Here or What's Going On.
You know you denied me Pink Floyd in the first album or for the Ace because I wanted Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
It's a great song, but I still think A Day in the Life or A Change Is Gonna Come are better than
They
those.
are.
I feel like you would agree
What's
with that.
going on? It's just, what's your preference of genre? Do you like rock or do you like soul? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think
I tend towards soul.
I tend towards soul too, but Wish You Were Here might be the better song. But it's hard to pick over Marvin Gaye, dude. That like hurts. It hurts to pick because that song's so gorgeous. It's the social messaging, like the composition, the way that song goes into the next song, how it's able to like transition. It sounds so fucking beautiful, man. Dude, Marvin Gaye, it's hard to pick against Marvin Gaye, man. Like Waterfalls, TLC.
Can we make one exception?
Pick two songs. Okay, yeah, we can't. We're gonna do "Wish You Were Here" and "What's Going On." I think we're gonna do a double. We can't pick one over the other. We can't.
I love they're different enough that I can't put one ahead of the other.
They're both like basically the same echelon in both of their respective genres, like pinnacle of music. Like it doesn't get much better than Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" and "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd. So I love that. That's the only one where I would do two. I think every other one I'm fine with.
I agree. Because the other ones I feel like I could have made a decision on. Yeah. Of like, oh, we're picking one over the other. That one.
What did we pick for you?
I love both. We went with. I
don't remember. Under the Bridge. We went Under the Bridge. X. There is no songs by X.
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
Explosive by
That's
Dr.
one.
Dre.
So they're all hip hop. I'm looking at this. They're all hip hop. So I have X Gon' Give It To You.
Give It To You.
I have X Is Coming by
Xanadu.
I have Exo Tour Life by Lil Uzi Vert. I would argue that's a very, very good song. I really love Explosion.
Explosion.
I think
it
Explosion's
has to
the best.
be Explosion.
Let's do Explosion by Dr. Dre. That song is
Explosive.
that might be my favorite Dr. Dre.
West Coast shit.
That might be my favorite Dr. Dre song. Honestly.
I agree with you.
That song is excellent.
That's
that song's
weird.
Excellent. It's because of the Erica Badu connection. I think that was a big deal. And then like
Is that sample?
that sample is very popular. You can find. I'm sure you can find a lot more songs that use that same sample. But Dr. Dre just kills that sample. He kills it like the way Dr. Dre. Hey, but don't to me. Don't go. Whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh, so freaking good. Oh, explosive. So that's our X. Y is hard too. Y is gonna be tough too.
You. Every song with you. Yesterday, the Beatles.
Yesterday.
You are my.
I already told you my
the
pick.
sunshine in my life.
I already told you. Oh, that's a great one. Yeah,
Your
by Stevie
song,
Wonder.
Elton John.
Your song is fantastic.
You've
too.
got a friend, Caroline King.
Oh no, I'm thinking about the one by
Young Americans, David Bowie.
I'm looking at "You Can't Always Get What You Want" by Rolling Stones. That's my high. "You Get What You Give" by the New Radicals. "You Haven't Done Nothing" by Stevie Wonder. That's the diss track on President Nixon.
You're the one that I want. Grease.
Grease, like the movie. Nah, fuck
That's
that
a
shit.
lot of people. They love this song.
I ain't gonna put that shit on. "You Ought to Know" by Alanis Morissette. "You Send Me" by Sam Cooke. We already had a Sam Cooke song, but I definitely deserves a mention.
I think Yesterday.
You like "Yesterday" by the Beatles?
Your song, Elton John.
I love Your Song. I think that song definitely deserves to be. So Your
Do we
Song.
have a Stevie song?
Your
on
Song
our
or
list?
I would pick "You Haven't Done Nothing" over You Are the Sunshine of My Life.
So you'd pick Yesterday over You Haven't Done Something?
No, I'd pick "You Haven't Done Nothing" over "You Are the Sunshine
who?
of My Life" by Stevie Wonder. That's a Stevie Wonder song.
Hmm.
Or you like "You Are the Sun"? I could do "You Are the Sunshine of My Life." I like that song. Or Your Song. But I like Stevie Wonder. I'll give it a.
You Shook Me All Night, AC/DC.
Fuck you. I ain't gonna do AC/DC.
All right.
Let's do so Your Song and then
Yesterday or You Are the Sunshine of My Life.
let's go "You Are the Sunshine of My Life."
I feel like there's other Y songs. I feel like
You
we
you
have-
can't always get what you want. I'm telling you, that was on my list. But
It's up there, but
"You Send Me" Sam Cooke. "You Never Knew" by Hieroglyphics. "You Know I'm No Good" by Amy Winehouse.
Yellow, Coldplay.
I did look at that. Not gonna give that.
You Make My Dreams Come True. No.
"You Got Me" by The Roots.
Yeah, Usher.
That's a funny one. That would be funny if we put that song on.
You're Still the One, Shania Twain.
"Yonkers" by Tyler the Creator. Oh, Yoshimi fights the Yoshimi
Bad Robots.
Yeah, Yoshimi bad. It's the giant
Bad-
robot.
The Bad Robots.
No, it's the pink robots.
The Pink Robots.
Yoshimi down is the pink robots.
Young Americans, David Bowie. That's a badass Y song. Young Americans. Is it called Young Americans? I think this list is.
I really love what's the song we landed?
We were talking about.
Oh, Yoshimi battles the pink robots would be a funny pick.
Yeah, but Young Americans is better.
Is that your pick for the best Y song
Yesterday would be mine.
by the Beatles?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday.
Or
all
Young
my troubles seem
Americans.
so far away.
You know what's brilliant about that song?
What?
It was written in such a minor key that like it's only sounds good sang by Paul McCartney and children. Like it's
Th-
so hard to
it's the
sing.
most-
It's apparently it's like one of the hardest songs to sing. Like of a contemporary rock song. Like he's about to pull out a guitar and say he can sing it, but it's not going to sound good.
It's not gonna sound good. Let's see how this sounds.
No, but like the notes you have to hit, brother. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far.
I'm playing in a major key though.
No, you have to play it. No, you have to play it in the
All
original.
my troubles seem so. Oh,
That's a
yesterday.
cheat code.
All my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why'd she had to go? I don't know. She wouldn't say.
Can I try?
What?
Start over. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. All the trouble is too far away.
Well, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be.
See, he hits high notes that
There's
we're
a shadow hanging over me. I think that's like one of the easiest songs to cover. But
no, dude. Like to actually hit like. Listen to Paul McCartney sing that real quick. Like we're taking a little break just so we can hear that. Yesterday.
I love that song. Is it overplayed?
He goes from yesterday.
All my troubles.
Seems so far away.
Yeah, beautiful melody, beautiful guitar, beautiful writing, great structure. Okay, we'll give it a what yesterday. It's just that song is just so overplayed. But yeah, I'll give it a yesterday.
We're not gonna throw a you version of like your song or nothing.
No.
You or my song.
No.
No.
We'll do yesterday by the Beatles. Z is tough. Zombie by the Cranberries. Ziggy Stardust by
Ziggy Stardust is my pick.
Let's do Ziggy Stardust. That's easy.
You don't even want to like delve in.
I
deeper?
don't have any songs. I have literally 5 songs listed. It started with Z.
I have Ziggy Stardust, Zombie, Zippity Doo Dah, James Basket.
Okay,
Zoot
you're telling
Suit
me the
Riot.
third fucking song is Zippity Doo Dah from fucking Song of the South from 1946. Are you serious? Dude, it's Ziggy Stardust just by default. And that's an excellent song. Don't get me wrong, but like yeah, Ziggy Stardust is our Z. So let's recap. So
And you wrote all these down?
I have it memorized.
No, you don't.
Is that you or me?
That's you.
Oh. N is we went with. Did we go with Neon Moon? We went with Neon Moon. O. Oh, that Santana song.
Hola, oye, como va?
Yeah. P, we went with Painted Black, or we went with Purple Haze actually.
Yep.
And then Q, we went with Queen's Bitch. Q, wow, good for David Bowie. He knows how to take the weird letters. R, we didn't do Runaway. Oh, we did R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Yeah, respect.
S, we did Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. T, we did Through the Wire. U, we did... did we do T? We did The. We did a The song.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
It was,
The Soundless Silence. Yeah, we did the Soundless Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. U, we did Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers. V, we did Valerie by Amy Winehouse. W, we did a tie with Wish You Were Here and What's Going On. X, we did Explosive by Dr. Dre. Y, we did Yesterday by the Beatles. Mm-hmm. And then for Z, we did Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie. Great list.
I think it's a
impeccable list. Awesome.
Now our next journey is we're going to have maybe a little Jeffrey and Chris on, and we're going to do our A through Z hip-hop.
I don't know. You willing to make that contact, make that happen?
Oh, the ball's already rolling there.
Okay,
in the bong. I've already.
Is it tonight or like another day?
Another day. No,
okay.
It's not tonight. I haven't made arrangements for that.
We still need to do one with me, you, and Dembski.
Just us three chatting.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet because I bought an extra mic. I hit him up. He said he couldn't do it tonight, but I'm glad we got this done. Great list. We're clocking in about hour 44. I think this is a good time to call it.